I think a cold front went through. What do you guys think? Saturday. I see some flies. Yeah, it rained. It rained. You guys remember yesterday? Yesterday there was spotty clouds. Today it's like totally cloudless. Not a cloud in the sky. And that's strange. Well, March is known as the windy month. And April is known as the shower month. March is the first time of spring. March. This camera has a auto leveling, so if I turn it sideways, it still shows me level. That's so cool. But I said before, I can't stand looking at myself on the camera while it's cocked sideways, even though I know it's coming out straight. It is a little chilly out today. I'm gonna make, last week they had the Publix pizza sauce on sale, 2 jars for $3. And I got 2 jars. They had the English muffins on sale, buy one get one, and all I needed was a bag, one of them little bags of pepperoni slices, and some cheese. So last week I made 1 package of English muffins. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. I think it makes 16. And I eat 4 at a time, so it's like four of them's a meal. But I got the 5 cheese Italian last week, and they just didn't taste right with that 5 cheese Italian. So today I went shopping. I got the only thing I had to get was another bag of pepperonis, and I got mozzarella cheese. You know, they had the buy one get one free on the Sargento shredded cheese, so I got the just straight mozzarella. So it'll be just a contemporary classic pizza. And the thing about the English muffin pizzas, if you make them, is you have to toast the English muffins. I guess you could do it in the broiler, but I put them in the toaster under bagel mode so that it only browns on the one side. And make sure that they come out just a little bit toasty, and that helps a whole lot with the English muffin getting soggy. You know, when you put a little spoonful of pizza sauce on it. Well, I think the Publix pizza sauce is not the best by far. I think the Ragu pizza sauce is better. It needs some more spices in it, like garlic and oregano and things like that. Which I guess I could add some garlic, right? I'll dice up an onion, put that on it. But the best part about making those, if you had kids, is you can get your kids involved in making those little tiny pizzas, and they can make them the way they want them. You know, Bobby Joe says she don't like pepperoni, so you make her just some cheese pizzas. And Billy Bob says he likes extra pepperoni and extra cheese, so he can make his with extra pepperoni and extra cheese. You know, you can actually put the sauce, the pepperoni, and then I put cheese on top. See, then you can put pepperoni on top of that, and just a little bit more cheese. But you don't want to choke yourself with the mozzarella cheese, right? This feels really good out here. And again, I thought of something I was going to talk about, not about the English muffin pizzas, but that is a good idea if you have kids on like a Saturday and you want to start engaging them in the duties of life, of home life, which is making, cooking, feeding yourself, getting them involved in cooking. So I can say that I did enjoy that growing up as a kid. When I was about 9 years old, my mom's stove had 4 burners, and in between the burners was a griddle. Maybe it only had 3 burners, but it had a griddle in the middle. And kind of like the way they cook hamburgers at McDonald's, they cook theirs on a griddle. And Burger King broils theirs over an open flame, right? Actually, it's a gas flame. And my mom would buy a box of frozen hamburger patties, probably the cheapest ones you could buy back then. So this would have been 1966, 67, 68, something like that. And during the summer months, I would make myself 2 hamburgers on the grill. And I'd put a little oil down. And I'd make, I'd slice some pieces of onion and I'd make grilled onions on the grill with the hamburgers. I guess you could say it was I'm the one who invented the Oklahoma onion burger, because that's basically what it was. And mustard, ketchup, and pickle is all I had on it. And I still remember that. How good they tasted. I must be hungry, right? Those little frozen hamburgers that I'd cook every day for lunch. And you know, it's interesting. When I went to visit Uncle Joey in California, I was 16 or 17, and he had installed a grill out behind the kitchen. Because you know, breakfast, all the brothers and priests got together in the morning for breakfast after Mass. And then they'd break loose and go to their usual routines. And then the lady that cooks for them would make something for lunch. Then usually dinner was on their own. Or I don't know if she ever cooked anything for dinner, because I never had anything. We were always out doing something. Going to the mountains, going to the La Brea tar pits. La Brea tar pits. I went there with my brother Joey. I'm trying to think of where else we went. Went up into the mountains. Went out into the desert. We actually went rabbit hunting out in the desert. And the thing about rabbit hunting in the desert is jackrabbits move awfully fast. And if you hit one of them, you'd have to be lucky. And I don't know what my brother would have done if we'd actually killed a rabbit. I don't know if he understood how you clean them and eat them and all that. Probably would have just taken it home and asked Mrs. Miller if she could prepare it or something. But when we got back to the rectory, Uncle Joey had made a barbecue grill behind the kitchen area, you know, in the little patio area. And it was built into the ground, and he had run a gas line to it from the main gas. So it was always hooked up, it always had gas, and you could always cook something on it. And when we would get back late, we would grill hamburgers on that grill. And they were always good. And then of course he had, in a closet in the kitchen, there was like this little kitchen closet, and he had a kegerator in there. He had taken a little refrigerator and made it into a kegerator. And I gotta tell you, it gets really dry in California. The humidity's low and you still get thirsty and you just don't realize it. But that cold beer, ice cold keg beer and a hamburger tasted wonderful. I think I was 17. So that's what I remember about that. Yeah, I guess he had a drinking problem even back then. And a lot of the pictures, you'll get them in the picture file that you get. There's one that says Joe's Slides. And those are all of the slide carousels that my brother brought with him from California that he had kept over the years, about 20 or 30 years. And I scanned those using an Epson Photo Perfection scanner. I think it would scan 4 or 5 at a time. And you know, when I had a few hours every day on my days off, when I wasn't picking up my kids, I would scan photographs and slides. And I would just do enough to where, you know, I'd knock out maybe 40 or 50 a day. And you know what? It gave me something to do. It kept me out of trouble, kept me at home, and it was free. I mean, can you ask for anything more than that? Doing something that doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, a bunch of those slides. It shows him with his brother friends and priest friends out at, I guess they had a retreat center out in Palm Springs or something, where the priests would go to meditate and things. And he would go off with some of his friends and he would have those funny shaped bottles of Michelob beer. And there's a lot of pictures that have him with his beer in his hand. And when he would come home to visit, when I was a little kid, you know, we always looked forward to my brother Joey coming home, because we knew that we'd get bacon and eggs for breakfast every morning with orange juice. And we get to go to the beach. And maybe the museum or something, but the beach was the big thing. We always loved going to the beach with Uncle Joey. And you know, my dad would go, my mom would go, all of us would go. And it was the best time. And I want to say we would go more than once. We'd go 3 or 4 times. He'd take like a 2-week vacation and spend it down in Miami. But he was always drinking mixed drinks, like a Tom Collins whiskey sour or something like that. So at the end of the day, he was always sitting in my dad's chair with a glass of liquor mixed with lemon juice, ginger ale, or something. I guess Stephanie's getting ready to go. Stephanie's going to see a group down in West Palm Beach. Bless This Mess or something like that. Bountiful Mess. Did you hear that dog bark? That dog's name is Cole, C-O-L-E. It is a beautiful day out in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well stay. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Oh, please won't you be? Can I come home with you and be your neighbor? Yes, and we'll put our slippers on and our sweater. It is chilly. The wind is blowing. The Ides of March are here early. Global warming has taken off like a rocket ship. Cold front must have come through. Is this one of those that came across California a few days ago and brought mudslides and stuff? By the time it gets here, it's all like petered out. And then we just get a little bit of rain and it brings down cold weather from up north. But it's nice. It's nice out. I didn't use the heater today at all. I think I might pressure wash the back of the house this week, just to have something to do. What do you guys think? to try to make use of myself. Of course, you don't want to be those people that go out and shovel snow in the wintertime and drop dead of a heart attack. In Florida, it's when you go out to mow the grass in spring, you drop dead of a heart attack, right? Now, a lot of times, the city, we would go to these trailer parks in the wintertime where I remember one specifically, the man had collapsed in the bathroom. And when I got there, we couldn't get the bathroom door open because his body was in front of it. So we had to almost rip the door out of the frame to get in there. And of course, he was deceased. He was down from Michigan and deceased. So heart attack, they come down here to, like an elephant graveyard, they come down here to drop, to go to sleep permanently. So I guess she had to have him shipped back to Michigan. But it happens down here all the time this time of year. So when do they go back? Is it Easter? After Easter? I know that they're probably staying longer this time because the weather was so bad earlier in the winter. And now we've had, what, in the last 2 weeks? Probably 70% of the time the weather's been like this. It's so nice. I'll try to get the name of that group again. Stephanie, I forgot. Bless This Mess or something like that. Not Beauty and the Beast. So I still haven't counted up how many days to 365 videos. But I promise one of these days I'll remember that. And we'll leave it at that. What do you think? Try to get out here tomorrow and make another one. It's so easy to just say, well, let's just skip a day. But I'm really afraid that if I skip a day, I probably won't take up and do these anymore. So why? I don't know. God just tells me to come out here and do it, by golly. And this week, on the 28th, I've got a doctor's appointment, which if it's like all the other ones, it's not going to do anything for me. It's just the way it is. Unless you've got blood coming out of an orifice of your body and you've got a broken bone or your guts are hanging out, doctors can't do anything for you, I guess. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let me see what time it is. Thanks for spending time with me today, everybody. I went to Publix today. It is 10:59, going on 11 o'clock. Do not disturb turned on. Modes and routines relax. So, but if you call me, it'll show up. I'm just getting a lot of crank calls. I think Jenny is too. It's got something to do with our name. Somebody owes somebody money or something? I don't know. They're not going to get it from me. I don't even answer the phone unless I know who it's from. And if it's important, by golly, they can leave me a message and then I'll call them right back, right? I love you guys. Thanks for spending time with me again today. I'm sitting here in front of you, looking at you. Take care of yourselves and each other and your furry friends. And may God allow us to be reasonably happy in this life, supremely happy forever in the next. I love you guys. Bye. Recorded on video what the name of the band is. Hold on. What's the name of the band?
Bless the Fall.
Bless the Fall.
Yeah.
And it's in West Palm.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Okay.
Right, bye, Dad.
Be careful.
Will do. I love you.
All right. Don't get in trouble. I guess you could call this the bonus feature, right? Bless the fall. Did you guys catch that? All right, let's get this uploaded.